Okay, we're in San Gerardo. This is a farm that's for sale. We're gonna see the ocean views and the mountain views and the waterfall views. This is the entrance right now that they have carved out for a walking pathway. This probably could also be made into a driveway. Heading up to this area that I think is around 40 or 50 hectares total. And this is all for sale, for development. And this is essentially what would be converted into a driveway or a road going up to where the houses will be built. And I'll record more from the top. Okay, so one entrance, another entrance up to the top. We're gonna go left because the property actually goes down this way towards Vasconia and the valley. So this left entrance would be the higher altitude area of the property. So this would be converted into another small road, obviously widened. Humid this morning, sorry for my breathing. All right, cool, and it looks like you can get another road carved to go up on this area and another one down through this area. We're gonna go in now. So, all right, so I stand corrected. This area here is Finca Alexis, which I've been to another time. I don't know if I have a video of it. Going down to here, and then this, Este Flori, aquí? Or aquí, okay. This area here is my friend Flori's land. So this is not for sale. She's already owns that. But beyond there is the huge farm. So basically from, I don't know if you can see this hill, over, probably for a few, maybe a couple hectares is Flori's, and then the 30 or so hectares beyond that, which we're gonna go explore, is for sale. So we will highlight that. Okay, so that was just the border, and excuse me, this is the border of the property. This specifically belongs to Flori, my friend Flori, and then beyond that is Alexis, which I believe is also for sale, but I think that's several hundred hectares, and they're selling that for just about $1 million US, maybe a little bit over. So if anybody's interested in that, I will post another video. Just treacherous terrain here. It's all rocks and dirt. So yeah, if anybody's interested in Finca. And now this is the property that's going to be for sale. This is the road that will eventually be developed, paved, going up this way, lining the side of the mountain. And in this area to my left belongs to my friend Flori. She'll be developing that later in life. And we're heading up to what will be the for sale part of the farm with the views, the mountaintop. And from what I'm told, there's 360 degrees of views. You see El Rey, the valleys, Zapaton, and also the ocean, Capos, Manuel Antonio, Esterillos. See, we're getting up here. The river of Parrita, getting higher. And off in the distance, there is the ocean. Yep, Capos in the far distance. We'll get a better view in a moment. All right, a little better view. So, just beyond that last line of land you see is actually the Pacific Ocean. Where am I here? It's a little hazy. The air is dense today coming out of the mountains, so you can't really see the ocean, but as we get higher, it'll become more clear. But anyway, this is the property leading up, and on the road up, you get the views starting to begin. Got the river in there. And again, if this is all cleared out a little bit, the view increases. Many viewpoints along the way. Vistas. Nice area for a house here. As we're coming up, so you can see this road which has come up. You can run a driveway in here, nice house with a beautiful ocean view, river view, valley view. Up over here, great space, flat zone. And I could show you directionally exactly where it is if you want to come and visit. We could do a little tour. This is easy to walk. They keep it clear. They keep this pathway, which will be the road, clear. Another zone for a house here, another lot. Beautiful. I think this has the views eventually of the other side of the valley where the waterfalls are. Yeah, this is a nice area, private. Lots of nature, lots of tree protection. So this will be your future road coming up. And then several opportunities to build lots or cabins or an eco resort up here. Kind of piggyback the idea that we have at the Jungle Temple. This is actually very beautiful road. So this goes down to a little valley, so you wouldn't be able to develop that, but that's like your nature preserve. Place to see all the animals. Nice private, but this could all be cleared out if you want the views very easily. You want to keep some of the trees to keep the root structure to hold the land, but some of that auxiliary stuff you could trim down and have a nice view along this nice long road that, I don't know if you can see through the trees, runs along this beautiful, beautiful top side of the valley here. I actually just saw my friend Lisa's house, who owns this property. So if you guys are interested in this property, you'll contact me and I will put you in touch with Lisa, who is the owner of the property, and she will sell you either the whole thing or lot by lot, whatever you're looking for. Again, I think there's something like 50 hectares total, which is about 150 acres, which is massive. Average person would probably need maybe an acre or two to live. If you wanted to build some type of cabins and resorts up here, it would probably be, sufficient to have 5 acres, 2 hectares. But again, depending on the scale of what you want to do, which is beautiful back here. It's a canopy. So that's the road. I think we've got some beautiful butterflies coming in. And that goes all the way back down to that street entrance I showed you. And then it continues to go all the way back here. So this is actually developed and stable already for a road to be installed. And then you build all your lots off to the side. You could build, this is a nice canopy. You could build like zip lines and stuff, and an adventure park back here. This is really cool. So like an upper ridge line. I feel like I'm an ancient royal walking top of these mountains, like the indigenous Hectares, legendary kings of times antiquity. Yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful area. This is a whole ecological preserve. So I'm sure there's tons and tons of species of animals up here. I'm getting into it because this walk is so beautiful. So there's some of the view down to the mountains and the valley, actually. So that's the valley that's going all the way down to Capos and Manuel Antonio. So that end of the land that you see is actually Pacific Ocean. It's just not super clear to discern today because the clouds are still rolling out. But yeah, this has got ocean view all the way at the top here. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Shiraka, okay. So that's where Simba was, somehow mountains away. Then you can see the river flowing down towards the ocean, and at the end of where you see land is the Pacific Ocean. On a clear day, a couple hours from now, you'll be able to see the actual water of the ocean beyond the land, but this is a quick walk from the property and also shows you a clearing of, if you clear out that land we passed earlier in the video, and not like killing species, just kind of clearing the tree line a bit, you will get this view from your house and from your new property. And on the other side behind me, that way, is all the waterfalls and the following, or I should say the first valley beyond the mountains. Okay, so I stand a little corrected. The way this land kind of loops around is tough. So we've actually kind of started cutting back in on this trail. And beneath this, I don't know if you can see this ledge that we're walking on. You see the path? And this ledge, this side of the ledge is actually Finca Alexis. So we're starting to wrap back around. And Lisa's property, this trail is still Lisa's. I thought it was Alexis, but it's actually still Lisa's property. This loops back in to that property towards the street that we started on. So actually, I'm still walking on the property that you could purchase, and this could be the road one day that runs all the way up to the top of the mountains. And there's more living space up here, even higher, with better views. So more exclusivity of the property here. This is path management in Costa Rica. He's been contracted for me to clear the path for me today, so I don't have to both film and machete. And he's actually the gentleman that normally maintains this property. So when you purchase and move here, he will be somebody you could work with. And he knows the land. He can teach you everything about the space, all the edible plant species, all of the animals, how to clear the land for you, maintain it. So her property goes a little bit lower down there. And let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's steep, but you could carve some of this out and structure this with some construction equipment and you know, securing it with some rocks and stuff to build out homes there as well. But again, this is going up pretty cool. And all right, so it goes kind of all the way down this way and then wraps around. It's kind of, the way I can explain it is kind of seated within a horseshoe, surrounded by Finca Alexis, which is very, very big. And again, it's not a developed finca. They just call it Finca Alexis. They let, I don't know on how many hectares, like, you know, cattle graze. And other than that, it's just what you see around me. Undeveloped, natural state rain.